This is the Star Wars The Black Series Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Pretty cool. He's actually looking very cool. Quick look at the packaging. And here is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren out of packaging. And I love what Hasbro has done to update this figure. Pretty nice. Basically the same one we've gotten years ago with the Last Jedi toy line, but with some major tweaking. Okay, the first thing you will notice is this one. He has got, and he's sporting his new helmet. As you can see, this is the fractured or cracked helmet, which he super glued for some reason, because he smashed it in the Last Jedi. Now he's glued it back all together. And wow, it is looking like a really awesome piece. I really like it. I like this sort of cracked feature, and J.J. Abrams says it is intentional that he wears a cracked or fractured helmet. So he looks absolutely imposing, very sinister with this new helmet. The main body, basically the same as the Last Jedi Kylo Ren, even the feet. And the reason I know that is because when I take him out of packaging, they have not fixed that, the buckled knees. And he came out this way, much like how I got my, the Last Jedi Kylo Ren. The knees are sort of bent in this weird way, and they've not fixed that. So the arms are the same. Articulation is going to be the same. Even the belt, the tunic, soft goods, it's the same one we've gotten before. They just changed that head sculpt. Okay, so articulation is going to be the same. Nothing, they didn't change anything about it. Okay, all right. One thing they did change though is the cape. Now the cape used to be just like a plain flat cape without these pegs. Now they've added a little feature on the peg with these pegs, and they've given him a hood. A hood is sculpted wonderfully, and it does fit on those tabs like that, very secure. Well, as secure as can be. They don't normally, if you try tabbing it properly, okay, it's going to stay in place. And I absolutely love the effect that this soft PVC cape does to it. It just has this weird glossy shiny wash that feels like it's all over the place, like here, and it's a little distracting. But I don't know what kind of effect they were going for with that. I wish they would have just kept it matte. But anyway, you can fit it right over the Supreme Leader's helmet like that. He kind of looks like the Emperor at certain points. Like he's like the modern Emperor or Supreme Leader now. So that's pretty cool. Now you can remove it, and he comes with the other accessory, which has the cowl on his back, and it has the same feature. Just put it that way, and he still looks very imposing and menacing. So I like that. I really like what they've done with that. So we'll put that off to the side. On to the lightsaber. Lightsaber is essentially the same mold, the same lightsaber piece that we've gotten for the Last Jedi. But one thing that's a little bit disappointing is this one, the hilt. They've kept it matte, and it feels like it's unpainted. While the ignited lightsaber, they've given it this weird dark gray glossy finish to it, which is just really putting me off. I'm not a big fan of the new colors that they put on this one. I wish they would have just kept the old lightsaber. They just repacked the old lightsaber. It would have been fine. But they repainted it, and it looks really funny. This one looks like it's a prototype. It's really not doing it for me. So sorry, Hasbro. You can clip the unignited hilt still on the side of his waist, of his belt. That's fine, and he can hold the lightsaber on either hand. So everything about it's the same. They just changed that gimmick with the cape and the cowl, as well as they've given us this brand new head sculpt. Now on to the paint apps. There's hardly anything to complain about because he's done in all black plastic. There are major issues though in the silver paint apps on his new helmet. The red paint apps are great. It's nothing to complain about, but it's the silver that you really have to look out for. This was the best one I could find, but I've seen a lot that had the silver not painted on the ridges where it should be. They're overlapping, like half of the helmet would have perfectly painted silver ridges, and the other half would be misaligned. I don't know why. As you can see right here, there's a little bit of sloppiness going on right there, just a little bit. Very forgivable for this copy that I got. But a lot of the figures I've seen had smudging silver onto the black, or black onto the silver on this side of the helmet. On this side is mostly perfect. I don't get it, honestly, but that's what you should be looking out for when you're sifting through several on the pegs. Now, I don't have The Last Jedi anymore. No surprise there. But I do still have the very first Kylo Ren figure I ever reviewed, which is The Force Awakens Kylo Ren. And to me, this is still my favorite Kylo Ren. I don't know, the soft goods version, really doing it for me. Albeit this one is a little bit taller, much taller actually. He's like a full ½ centimeter taller than this figure, but I really like this one. And as you can see, the head sculpt is much bigger. They've changed it. It's obviously a different head sculpt. It's made of I think I like the plastic better on this one. This one is sort of like a glossy. It's kind of matte, but there's a glossy shine to it. This one is full on matte. So yeah, I do like it. As for the silver, this one has better silver paint apps. It's brighter. This one's a little bit too dull. So yeah, even the face mask, the plate, this one is much bigger. They really stepped it up in the last 4 years. Okay, now one last comparison. We'll talk about the lightsaber. And as you can see, the original lightsaber really had fantastic paint apps. It had that sort of metallic effect to it. Well, this one just has this plastic feel to it. It feels like it's a toy lightsaber. And obviously the design is better because it's clear red plastic and all that, and this one is just the was a prototype. Hasbro had not exactly figured out what to do with that removable. They wanted the lightsaber, the blade removable, but eventually they decided to just give the figure 2 hilts. But as you can see, this looks far superior to this one in terms of aesthetics. So, yeah. And some final thoughts on the figure. The figure is going to get an 8 out of 10 for me. It's a great mold. I just wish they could have improved it. Kind of improved the legs a little bit so it doesn't buckle. Eased up on the glossy wash on the cowl and the cape. And I wish they could have repacked the original lightsabers. Not that lightsaber, but the Last Jedi lightsaber. So we would have kept that metallic finish to the hilt of the lightsaber. Maybe this would have been perfect if they'd given us an unmasked Kylo Ren head sculpt with that photoreal technology. Lots of things they could have tweaked with this Last Jedi mold that could have made the figure a superior figure. But I guess there were budget constraints, and all they could do was change the cowl and cape and the head sculpt, obviously. So, yeah. Okay, good rendition of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Best of luck to everybody hunting him down. I hope you enjoyed this little video review. If you did, please let me know in the comment section. What do you think of this new Kylo Ren figure from the episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. This has been the Star Wars The Black Series, the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Thanks for watching.